Greetings from the Emerald Isle, whisky lovers. My name's Al, and thank you for joining me as my spiritual odyssey continues with another episode of Whisky Straight. Today, as you can see, I'm coming to you from the seaside, and yes, there is a reason for my madness, because today I'm bringing you the Bunnahabhain Stiúireadair. This particular bottling is stored in Bunnahabhain's warehouse at the seaside, and therefore is influenced by the sea, or so they say, the likes of the spray and the salt. So stick around for the tasting and see if that sea influence really does have an impact on this whisky. One thing I can tell you for sure, it is not your typical Islay. So let's take a more in-depth look at what we've got here in the form of the Bunnahabhain Stiúireadair. Now, Stiúireadair in Scots Gaelic means helmsman, and that's significant to this particular bottling because this is Bunnahabhain's way of paying tribute to its past seafaring way of life, not just of Islay itself, but of the helmsmen who kept the shipping lanes alive, who were vital to the livelihood of the distillery, dating right back to the 1880s when it was established. Now, we don't know what age the spirits are that go into this. It's a non-age statement. However, we do know that they come from first and second fill sherry casks, and that they're non-chill filtered. Everything in there is natural, and they're bottled at 46.3% ABV. Let's take a deeper look and see if we can find any of the sea in the bottle. Folks, it's time to pop and pour. For anybody that's familiar with Bunnahabhain, you'll know that the helmsman features on all their labels, and it's obviously no different than this one. And it's just the wee box that it came in. I just thought I'd show you this. The actual lid is quite a nice etching there of a helmsman. So that's another nice little element. However, we're not here to talk about designs and stuff. We're here to talk about the whisky. So let's get on with it. And we'll start with the nosing. Now, straight off, what's coming in there is a light fruitiness and a nice lemon, but it's lemongrass, and it's quite distinct as well. Now here I am getting a briny note. I'm always sort of careful to guard against the power of suggestion when it comes to these things, because you read what it's supposed to portray and you don't want those thoughts in your head to transfer through to your senses. Now, on the back of that, there's coming a nice rich caramel, and it's, in fact, it's, as well as being nice and rich, it's got a bit of earthiness in there as well, a bit of wet grass. So I suppose all in all, it does, on the nose at least, have a touch of the seaside, a touch of the coast there. So let's see what it's like to taste. That's a very nice first taste. There's a touch of spice that goes along with the lovely flavour of dried fruits, and right from the start it's coating the mouth, and then there's a sort of hint of lemon that comes right through it as well. Now it's a more pronounced lemon than there is actually on the nosing. This is more fresh lemon, maybe even the lemon sherbet comes right through it, and it gives a nice sort of fresh fruity edge to the dried fruit. So once again, that adds actually to the mouthfeel. It coats the mouth really nicely. It's creamy. The dried fruit is still there, and it's joined now by some salted caramel. Now that complements it really well because it's like a nice dessert. It really is. The combination of the two together, it really works. I'm detecting some nuttiness in there now as well. And perhaps even a touch of a plum note, which would probably go along with the dried fruits. And it all comes together really well. So, what do I think of this overall? Well, one thing's for sure, it's a good standalone, solid whisky. It's very tasty, lots of nice flavours going on in there. Bit more of an edge on the palate than it has on the nose. In terms of comparison with the core range, the likes of the 12 and the 18, well, they've got much more depth, they've got much more character. This would be a bit thinner than those pours, but all in all, it's still a very good whisky. It's very nice. It retails at 38 quid, and to be fair, I would buy a bottle of this at 38 quid. It is really nice, tasty whisky, and it does have that element of the seaside and the coast in it. So thanks for watching, folks. If you've tried this, let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts are, and indeed anything else about Bunnahabhain. So until the next time, folks, stay safe, keep on dramming, and most of all, enjoy your whisky. Sláinte.